Good morning everyone. Right, well I'm in my back garden again now and continuing doing little jobs here and there, inside the house, outside the house, and as I call it, my little construction site along with my neighbour. Now then, what I'm doing at the moment, a little project, is I'm trying to sort out a little garden veggie patch for myself. So if I show you, if I turn you around, I'll show you, explain it to you. Excuse my voice, is a bit croaky. Right, that's that new shed that I put up. If you haven't seen the video, this is the shed that the videos yeah, I made the video of. Anyway, I've got this little bit of area of the garden which I use as a storage area for basically all these slabs which I've used in the past, and I'm going to recycle once I get the chance to do my little garden area. As you can see, it's a bit of a construction site ongoing with my neighbour, because he's built his extension there, which is beautiful, a lovely good job. But he has a family, so I did have a choice to have an extension as well built at the end of my house here, but it doesn't warrant me. I'm only a single man, so he has a family. So anyway, that's all wood. I'm hoping to recycle, keeping dry. Anyway, back to this little project. Yeah, so yesterday I moved all those stones there from here, and of course I never thought of filming. Never mind. So yeah, so this little trench here I dug yesterday, I'm going to make a 2-layer breeze block, or hollow block you call it in the Philippines. I've got some gash ones here, and I've got some new ones down there, but I may have to order some more. But as long as but my intentions today is basically to mix up some hardcore cement as a base, and then put the first layer down there in the trench, and then let that settle tomorrow. I'll use up the rest of my hollow blocks on top of that. I'll see how far I can get anyway with what I've got. I don't want to order yet because I'm going away next week for a month. So yeah, basically the idea is to make it as a retaining oil for this section here, because I've got my decking and you can see the posts are going straight into the soil there. So like I said, retaining wall, hold back the hard ground there, because it is very hard actually. It's full of stones. It's not soft soil or anything like that. Every time you dig a shovel in to the ground you're hitting stones, so it is very strong, and as long as it's not disturbed it stays. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to get my wheelbarrow now here, mix up the cement, the hardcore with it in the wheelbarrow, put it in there, start laying some blocks down there, and I want to use up as many as this on the first row, because these are all gash. So it doesn't matter how how they look. Anyway, so then I'm going to level this. Oh yeah, I'm going to put another layer here of blocks on top, so it'll come up from here. It'll come up to about this height, I think, something like that. 9 inches, and then I'll put a wooden stopper wall here. I'll use some of my old wood and then just put it along here, keep the soil in. Anyway, I'll level out the soil there afterwards, probably get some topsoil as well, mix in plenty of compost, mix it in with the good old soil there, and start planting veggies, and hopefully I'll have a little veggie patch there. Anyway, follow me on my little journey with this. So right, I'm going to stop this for a little second, or a few seconds, or even a minute or two while I get myself sorted. Okay, I think I've got myself ready now. I'm just going to start with mixing cement and get my corner, well, my end block ready. I'm just going to do a half a block or 3/4 block there, and then I'll put a 3/4 one in next to that, and then I'll just, I think, use the rest of the others, I think, if I can, whichever ones I can use that I can get away with. A lot of banging on this now. I'm just trimming off the edge of the blocks, just knocking the end piece off here. So that is there. The wall thing as well, is I just roughly pull a straight line so I know that it is actually going in the right position. In an awkward position at the moment, so it's not the best, but there you go. The garden is on a slant as well, so just wrap the string around this brick. That blower on it. There, look. Actually, I'm working behind schedule a bit here, so I wanted to start this first thing in the morning. It's just after lunch now. Hey ho. Do what I can. Right, I've got all day because the weather's going to be good. Ah, dear me. There you go. That's it. I think I could. Right, I've got the first layer on now. First row. That was a bit of a palaver really, but you can tell I don't do it every day. But as a DIYer, yeah, it's good enough. It's probably a couple of mil out here and there, vertical and horizontal, but it's good enough for what I want to use it for here. Now then, these hollow blocks, these are the ones as they hollow. I put the holes facing down. Then what I'm going to do is I want to poke a couple of holes in the tops of these, and I'll put some rods in. Just help as a bit of more of a support, like a rebar. I've got one small piece of rebar here, I'll use that, and I've got some other metal rods which will be good enough for this, and that will help support. Well, it'll be going into the ground. The metal rods will be going into the ground through the cement and that. So I'll put the second row on when I've ordered. I'll have to work out first how many I need for this wall, and then how many I need to raise this wall up a bit. I think maybe 11, 12 I think. As you can see, I've had to use the new blocks in there. Never mind, but yeah, that'll do. Second row on top of that one, second row on top of this one, and then I'll get some of my old wood. I'll make a wall at the back of it. I'll put a plank of wood or two here, stop the soil from going back that way, and then I'll do the same here at the front. I'll square it off from here to there with some got some 3x3s there and other pieces of wood I can use up. That should suffice, I think, for this, albeit I might change my mind later. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll have to do a count, see how many I need. Mind you, I've got 2 left over here, so in fact I might put these 2 now, mix up some cement and get these cemented on, some mortar onto this one here, so I know where I'm going. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'll stop it at that for now.